May all graces of all Buddhas, the great Buddhas, Pacceka Buddhas, Mahapacceka Buddhas, Bodhisattvas, Mahabodhisattvas, Arahants, Maha-Arahants, the grace of the great perfections, Gurus and Masters, great Gurus, great Masters, the grace of fathers and mothers of our lifetimes, all the Buddha seeds, all the embodiments of the great perfections, please hold a space for us. May all groups of beings in all realms of existence, humans and non-humans, who have had karma of hurting and harming towards the graces, religion, the triple gem, and among one another, without realizing the outcome, or with intentions. This could be derived from causes of the past karma of obstructing and intruding towards the graces, religion, the triple gem, living places, monastic places of the ordained, no matter for how many periods of time, knowing or not knowing. Karma of obstructing the living, obstructing the construction of temples, and destroying temples and religion. Whatever obstacles there have been to help samsara through the enlightenment, through ending for the beings, may all cases and all types of karma, knowing or not, mentioning or not, from the past Buddha eras or eons of the Buddha times, may everything be forgiven. Ahosi, Ahosi, Ahosi. And may all karma of emphasizing on using eyes, ears, nose, tongue, body, and mind in the way that delusively attached to sounds, smells, tastes, touches, and shapes by the forces of desire, with intentions to grasp, to obtain, to attain, to gain, to get, to become whatsoever, with the desire to grasp or to grasp for the non-grasping, to grasp for the non-attachment, is still backed up by the desire. May all types of practices with the force of the desire to attain, to achieve anything for the enlightenment, which is assumed up within the mind itself and circling by itself, creating the path and the way of practices by itself, being deluded with all such an aim for mindfulness, concentration, contemplations, meditative absorption, meditative powers, supernatural powers, special insights, wisdoms, may it be forgiven from now on and release such karma, passing on towards one another delusively. Ahosi, Ahosi, Ahosi. We would like to declare removal and cancellation of all deluded desires and expectations within living places, delusively owning any places, owning anything at all in samsara, in the physical world, unrealized that we are coming and going, temporarily existing, each moment to moment, each lifetime. We would like to declare removal and cancellation of all deluded desires and expectations within all types of temporary relationship with fathers, mothers, sons and daughters, husbands and wives, relatives and friends, enemies, those kind supporters and chasters, society, small and large, homelands, countries, nations, and global connections. All of these are temporary relationships. Cannot be holding on to, cannot be attached to and fixated upon. That's why suffering. Suffering because of clinging and the stickiness on the clinging, on grasping with expectation, with intentions to hold on to. And that is practiced in every way, with everything, with everyone, humans or non-humans. We would like to declare removal and cancellation of all vengeance, revenges, jealousy, comparison, competition, observation, analyzation, consideration. All of these creating an emphasis on the denser self, unable to get out of the idea of self and all states of mind. Thoughts, recalls, memories, emotions, and even the consciousness itself. Ahosi, ahosi, ahosi. So think of everything. Step back and think of everything. The word everything means everything but beyond everything. So the idea of something as solid or rigid can be broken through. As everything is from that which has no significance in everything. Nothing. This has nothing to do with being limited or unlimited. Everything is from that which has nothing to do with involvement or non-involvement, attachment or non-attachment. Therefore, it will dissolve all the mental projections to grasp for anything. Everything is from that which has nothing to do with grasping or not grasping even for the non-grasping itself. This is breaking through all ideas, all opinions and meanings automatically. All about for the sake of myself, for the sake of my family, for the sake of my countries, for the sake of my fellow, is broken and dissolved. This is not to be narrow, to be closed, to be obsessed with just one's own limitation of the mind and all that is made up from the mind, circling back and forth for eons of times, for lifetimes after lifetimes. This is gonna be broken by using the word everything and remind oneself often, everything is from that which has nothing to do with anything whatsoever. And shine out further and further towards everything. So the idea about everything is not there automatically. All the concepts, doctrines, dogma, religious belief, traditional beliefs, belief values, or even the biases are dissolved. Even the idea to help the country or more countries or even the earth, it's only at the end result, which is superficial. It cannot break through the opinions and meanings and values given to everything. Everything is from that which has nothing to do with being empty or not, being limited or not, being finite or infinite. Brighten out in all and everything, limitlessly. And the idea about difficulty to open through this infinite force will also be dissolved because it is in one's opinions. And it's also subjected to change. It is also meaningless in itself. This is called blessing. The mighty force of this blessing will automatically purify all types of projections of the mind. And not from the present, but also from the emphasis that has been done in the past. This is cutting the cutting itself. That means it will cut through all projections of the mind, all the habits of the mind, which is natural. By giving and sending this infinite force into infinite universes, far and wide and limitless. Even the idea of trying to not grasp for anything will be dissolved as well. Everything is from that which has no significance in everything. Even the idea that there is nothing, that is empty, also will be broken naturally by the infinite force. Because such an idea is also a limitation that is projected from the mind, from an opinion. Think of everything and nothing. No significance in anything. Whether it is attachment or non-attachment, no significance in it. This is the power of the great compassion. Sharing towards samsara. Samsara of opinions and meanings will be broken and dissolved by itself. And when samsara can hear this, it is shifting according to what they hear. Everything is from that which has nothing to do with grasping or not grasping. Not grasping even for the non-grasping itself. Scatter it into infinite universes. When the vessel is proceeding through the infinite force of the great compassion, it will automatically dissolve the intentions, the projections of the mind. It will dissolve the density of intentions, expectations, projections of the mind that has been set up for lifetimes after lifetimes. Gradually will be dissolved. And the desire, wanting to get, to gain, to have, to be, to become, to achieve, to attain, such intentions will be automatically dissolved. Naturally, our behaviors will not leave any traces of karma in this physical world. So just think of everything and nothing. Everything is from that which has nothing to do with attachment or non-attachment. This also will balance out the debt of karma with all the desire that back up any practices for attainment, for achievement, whether it's mundane or spiritual. So